couple of days exploring different looks with you. And you're not a professional makeup artist. It's not what you do.
No.
I mean, would you call yourself an enthusiast when it comes to makeup?
Borderline. I mean, I'm enthused about it simply because I know my sister's in that world, and I love seeing what she's done and then see if I can't recreate that. But
and you like wearing makeup yourself?
Oh yes,
makeup.
Yes, I am a makeup person. I'm recently trying to get used to 65, retired from a career position, but in a part-time position. I'm trying to get used to me au naturel, which is hard, because I'm used to wearing makeup all the time.
So you came here and we've done a series of looks on you, mostly for our own exploration, I think. We've gotten some photos, and I think you've learned a lot about lighting. We've done some super natural stuff, and all the way to this, which is fairly glam. I mean, you could, this has got a lot of technical things to it, but you could still go easily to a wedding like this yourself if you wanted to.
Yes, I would love this look for my wedding.
But from the makeups that we've done, from the supernatural to this one, do you have a favorite?
I like this one a lot, just because it's so glamorous, and I think I look great. I don't know how Vivian did that, because if you see the before pictures, you're going to go, wow. But this is a lovely look. It's a comfortable look. I don't feel pulled, or I don't even feel like I have makeup on.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But when you get back to your real life, you're going to want to recreate some of this stuff, aren't you?
It would be nice. It'll be hard. Busy kind of observing what you were doing, but I know I can't pull half of this off. I don't have a steady hand. But I have some ideas now, and I am willing to try some.
What do you think that you're missing at home? What would be what you would need at home?
Well, obviously, without question, is the light, because I just have my normal bathroom light with, Home Depot lights up there or whatever. I mean, that's not adequate. And at home, I almost always go over to the window and use the natural light, but that's when I'm putting on makeup in the morning.
So when you go to the window, do you have to hold the mirror?
Absolutely. I have, yes, either have to hold the mirror, and usually it's just a little compact mirror, because I don't have anything else, or even if I have to hold a bigger mirror. I mean, that's hard, because now you can't do this if you need to do this, to put your eyeliner on or whatever. You need two hands, but now you're holding your mirror so you get the good light so you can really see. It's very awkward, yeah.
Well, what about all those other makeup mirrors that you can buy at Bed Bath & Beyond?
Yeah, well, we all know those are crap.
We have a new light here that we've been putting up that's around. We got some photos of you in the light.
I know, it's lovely.
Would that work for you?
Yes. Yes, it would be great. Absolutely.
Could you give me what?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. So here you are, you're from professional world, and you're trying to wear less makeup. So why would now the light, you be more interested in light than you were 2 years ago, when you were 5 years ago, or 2?
I think just because I'm getting older, I'm about to get married, I'm with a younger man, and I want to stay looking younger, obviously, and beautiful for him. And I've already noticed that he appreciates, that I do put on makeup and look nice for him. And he's actually commented on that. And I like myself with makeup. I do look better with makeup. The only time I don't look too terrible is I'm about to go to work out, my hair's in a ponytail, and nobody cares, because I'm just going to go sweat.
But we did a makeup on you when you first got here. We did a makeup on you that was all, you didn't have any makeup on.
I know.
It was all
awesome.
Staining kind of coloration process. And, one of the things that you said is that your brows are really, really, you've lost a lot of hair on your brows just because they've become very, very soft. And you kind of want to be okay with it, because you want to stay appropriate. You want to feel as comfortable being without makeup as you do with makeup. And I have to say that, while I think you look really glamorous here, if I had to stare at you in this makeup the rest of the day and everything we did, it would become annoying. But I think the makeup we put on you yesterday, even with the same red lipstick, I would never get tired of looking at it, and I would never look at you and go, you might be a little old for that in this particular lighting.
You know, that was a great thing about that makeup. Yeah, there was a lot of structuring you did and setting the foundation. Watching Vivian work as the master artist that she is quite amazing. I know, as someone who desires to paint and maybe wanted to paint at some point in my life, working with watercolor is probably one of the hardest paintings that you could ever do. And yet here she is putting these washes on my face in such a way that the contours are making the shading in such that it enhances a beauty without really putting any color on there. I mean, the colors were so wash and thin that it was hard to even believe that they were on there. So the natural glow of my skin and the many freckles that I have were still showing through, but it looked fine. I mean, you set that foundation so nicely, and then that bright red lipstick did add an element of you have makeup on. You know, I don't think we had hardly any eye makeup on.
You didn't have any mascara on or anything.
Yeah,
we liked it best with the no mascara.
Right, but there was
kind of look, right.
Some attention to the eyes, which I don't know how to do. Probably would have a hard time doing.
But see, I think that's kind of the point I'm getting at. Do you think that you could do that with your running to the window setup?
No way.
Why not?
I don't think I could do that. Because I would really have to see, like, an artist is working on his canvas, he has to step back and take a look at the overall. You come in and you're working on the detail, but then you have to step back and take a look at the overall. As someone who was an artist in school, it's been many years ago, I never made it in my career, but there were times that you didn't see everything you were doing until you stepped back and looked at the whole and then realized something is missing. But seeing the whole of it, and I think that's what the idea of this light does, is it gives you the ability to see what the rest of the world is going to see, no matter where you are. Whether you're out in bright sunlight at the pool,
right,
or whether you're going to be in dim candlelight, you know, at a romantic dinner with your loved one. Knowing that what you've put on your skin that day is going to be true to whatever light you're in. That's what was fascinating.
You experienced that, didn't you?
Yes.
Tell me what happened. What did you do?
Well, Vivian, I asked the question: if I put this light on, if I use this light to put my makeup on, could it look wrong? Could my makeup look wrong in any other kind of light? Because I'm using like full spectrum sunlight using your light, which we all know is going to tell you the truth about what you're really seeing. And so Vivian made me take a mirror and we walked through everywhere. We went outside, we went into her bathroom, we went into dim light, we went into just some incandescent light, and my makeup was true every place I went. It wasn't wrong, it was the same. And that was frankly amazing. Just amazing. I couldn't believe it. And even when we got to where it was like really blue light, you know, you're going to have those harsh lights in offices and stuff like that, which generally would wash you out totally. It even looked glamorous there. I mean, I couldn't believe it was a lovely, lovely look, this makeup, wherever we went, whatever light we went in. It was astounding. Right. It really was.
And you're wearing, at 65 years old, you're wearing a lot of powder. Aren't you?
Yes.
It's a lot of powder. You just
kept putting it on. Yeah.
It's interesting. It's a lot of powder. I mean, you know, I don't know when to reveal. We've blocked a lot of brows out here. I mean, there's some stuff here that's, you know, it's more than just piling on some makeup. But we experienced doing you just a little bit of movement around in your skin tone and a little bit of stuff, and even putting on that red mouth. From no mouth color to that red mouth really made some dramatic stuff. And I don't think that we could have found that without a proper lighting. We could have seen it to have discovered that. What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think I would have just probably chosen whatever was in my bag of tricks. Because that same light that I've looked at myself in every day, I'm never going to know exactly what any other kind of light is going to show me up as. So you just do the same boring thing, you know?
So then after being here and having the experience of someone looking at you and working with you and being the detail with you and finding everything from the supernatural to something this dramatic, Do you feel like that you found places of you that 65 years later you never knew you had? Do you find that you found looks or abilities or beauty in yourself that you didn't see before?
Well, I can't believe. I think this look, you're right. Yes, I did. Yeah, 65. I mean, I'm old, let's face it. And there's a lot of wrinkles here that tell that story. But somehow you were able to make this glamorous. I feel young. I feel youthful. I feel beautiful. I feel like I have a sparkle and a bloom,
Right.
of someone much younger.
And here's the thing. When you walk into a room, makeup is not about what, look, you walk with that sparkle. I mean, I've known you my whole life, and I know that you have it. But I think what's most interesting, what makeup does is it can take you, you're walking into a room telling someone what you want them to see. You're walking in a room saying, no, I'm not an old fuddy-duddy. Don't discard me. No, I am someone who has taste. No, I do have power. No, you need to listen to me. I am fun. And you don't, it could take years for someone to know that about you. It could take a lot of opportunities for someone to meet you to know what you're about. And the gracious thing and lovely thing about makeup and hair and wardrobe and all the stuff that we choose is that you get to walk into a room and let them know a lot about you because you made those choices. And even both makeups we did say a lot about you. You're equally as beautiful in both, but it tells two different people and you get to tell it two different stories, And I think it's amazing. And what I love about the reason I care so much about light is I don't think we ever found those stories without it. All the makeup in the world doesn't mean anything if we can't see what to do with it. And one of the reasons I wanted to work with you was because I think that I see so much on social media about women over 40 and they're freaked out to do anything to them. And we shine and we did everything you're never supposed to do. And she's covered with powder. I did everything you're never supposed to do. And it's worked.
Yeah, we broke all the rules.
We broke all the rules and it's worked. But it's because we could see. So you're seeing yourself with your eye. And I think that it's going to change how you walk into every room, whether or not you even put it on.
Having makeup on and knowing that no matter what room you're going to step in, what space you're going to go in, regardless of what that light is, and you know that it's going to look like what you've put on because you're using this true, as close to God's light as we can get, and you're putting your on. You look good. You feel confident. And that's what it's all about. A confident woman, I don't care if she has beauty or not. If she is a confident woman and you're confident in that makeup that you've put on and those clothes you've put on, and you step out into the world, that speaks volumes. Whether you're going to your garden club or whether you're going to your workout with just lipstick on, or whether you're going into the boardroom, or you're making a political statement, or putting your selfie on Facebook. You're confident.
Oh, I love you.
Oh, I love you.
I'm so glad you're my sister.
This is so fun.